was raised in a family of 5 girls. All of us played instruments from a very young age. So we actually played chamber music together growing up. We used to play on cruise ships. I used to get out of high school to go play on cruise ships with my family. But it was a great early introduction to the world of chamber music. And it also kept my family very close. So I was very grateful for that early grounding in my musical education. And then after a bachelor and master's degree, I needed to make a living. And so I went back to where I grew up, which is Los Angeles, California, and I auditioned to sub in the back of the LA Philharmonic. And I went from there to my first big job, which was the principal violist of the San Diego Symphony. And that's where I really started to feel comfortable in that role. And about a year later, the orchestra actually went on strike. And so I auditioned for principal of the Minnesota Orchestra, which I won, a position I held for 6 years. And I felt during that time that was really where I learned my big orchestral pieces, the Mahler symphonies and all the Beethoven symphonies, Strauss tone poems, so that by the time I moved to New York and auditioned for the New York Philharmonic, I was very comfortable in the role of being a principal. And this is now my 18th season with the New York Philharmonic. My sisters are all professionals to this day. I have one sister that's in the Los Angeles Philharmonic. She's married to a violist who's also in the Los Angeles Philharmonic. So we have great fun talking about different conductors and different pieces that we share. I have a sister who works in the studios, the film industry in Los Angeles, and then 2 of my sisters are teachers. One of them actually works in music therapy. She works with autistic adults using music as a therapy tool. She's a pianist, and the other is a cellist, and she has a huge class of cello students. This is what is called a Gaspard da Salo. It comes from Salo, Italy. Gaspard was one of the early viola makers. It evolved from, actually at that time, period in time, it was between around 1550s and that latter half of the 1500s. It was evolving from being held between the knees as a viola da gamba up to the neck to be held as modern day violas are now. So it was a work in progress. Gaspard da Salos are often very big. My stand partner Rebecca also plays on a very old instrument, a Maggini, also a little bit later, but not that much, so it's one of the early violas. Their trademarks are often that they're big, and they have very deep, mellow, rich, powerful sounds, which is why I chose it.